All right. Do we have everybody? Aaron, are you listening?
Aaron is not. Oh, no, there he is.
Barlow sounds like the teacher, like with the new like online learning.
He usually has an earbud in.
Yeah, I was gonna say he usually has something
Aaron, you better be listening.
in.
Oh, one above game table talk thing that I want to bring up before we start tonight. Just because there are several people that have had to leave early, namely Brad and Aaron, pretty regularly. How would you guys feel if we edited our schedule a little bit to be more accommodating for that? I was thinking 5:30 to 9, but I also know that 5:30 is a little bit early on the front end. How would you guys feel about that?
I would actually prefer that over staying up too late as a teacher.
Okay.
I'm off Mondays, so honestly, whatever time works for me.
How's that work for you, Billy? Is
I'm good.
that good?
I'll just
Brad, are
tell
you
him
good by
kick
5:30?
rocks at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, I can do that. That works because starting at 11 at night is the back end's the issue. So yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Your wife is allowing you to do that. It'd be 5:30 to 9. So anybody that needed to hop off at 9 o'clock, that tends to be the time if somebody has to leave early, they leave around 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have you guys, namely Brad and Aaron. You're welcome to stay until 9:30. I'm sure Aaron will
Hang
still be
out.
recording, just you moving your token around the map. Yeah, I just don't want you guys to miss out on a quarter of the session every week.
Just
That seems not fair to you guys.
like it just becomes a like kids playing with like their action figures. It's like then I move over here and I kill him with a
And then I
super
make
mega.
them kiss.
It's been a good like cliffhanger, leaving like 30 minutes too early, and then watching the YouTube recording.
Right.
Oh, that's
You
what
get
happened.
you get a cliffhanger and you find out that very next day. You don't have to wait a week.
That Arvantis is killed himself.
Our Vantis is gone. I woke up the next day to
Allegedly.
watch the session. Our Vantis
He's
is
fucking
gone.
dead.
I just
Who
my,
would
my
guess?
favorite part is that as a newcomer to this group, just seeing how much Barlow's like clearly loved that character, and
I wasn't
just
the only one.
unapologetically
It's
killing it.
Well, I loved Arvantis too. He was great.
The-
Session 1, yeah, Arvantis was key.
uh, the amount of hate that Arvantis got in the first chapter for just being the biggest dipshit at all moments. It was so good.
He's just like such a Jersey bro. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Like
Yeah.
he needs his own reality TV show.
Yeah, I agree. I think the thing about Arvantis is like he's a player favorite character and a character least favorite character, which is
Yeah.
why it's
Yeah.
so good.
Mhm.
Because like usually NPCs like sit in the middle, like everybody's like whatever in their characters or whatever. But Arvantis, everybody liked him and nobody liked him in the game. It was so good, so good. Uh, awesome. Shall we recap? Would anybody like to recap?
When did we start? We started in the room with
Started in the room. Yep.
conversation with Des and Solia and Luna.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? The prologue? The father telling his son a nighttime story
Oh, yeah.
If you
about
remember
the
that,
birth of the world.
pull up my
There
notes.
was
Good idea.
a presidium of the 6 deities. Talos, which is a dark god. Melora, god of light.
Oh, I forgot to do this last week too. I'm just gonna show all of these gods to you now.
Vesh, Cassis, who was about healing. Zahir, snake god, who was like a last minute replacement. Coralon, elf and arts. Then there was a big, bright wave of force, and then a blue bird lands on the roof.
That is correct.
And then come in Des, Luna, Solia.
Yeah, they basically told us that they're not from this dimension, and they want to get back home. And they suspect that the king's final blast with his rod there is what opened up the Terran reality. But that they also suspect that other people came through as well that would have lesser intentions while here. So the plan was to return them all back to whence they came. And then Des provided us with the diamond that presumably will fit into the rod once we get that fixed up and squared away. The diamond was given to Teth to hold on to and secure, since Teth is a walking tank. Let's see. So the plan was basically either to find somebody who is an expert on these diamonds because they were made for the previous king's father. And I don't think we know who made them, but the two people who might know anything about it were Pasparan, who is in the capital with us, who is the Luxodon that was at the ceremony with us,
Correct.
or the Wisp, who would be at Drumwind Forest to the south. So that was plan A. Plan B was to, I don't know, follow the sounds of trouble and try and find these people who had also slipped through the portal. But we opted to basically look for Pasparan. And from what we could tell, at that moment, an angry mob came pounding on the castle doors. We just decided to split the party so Brackle could go get Flynn and Arvantis, and the rest of us would go out and try to find Pasparan ahead of time. We encountered the Wraith again, the Fire Wraith, I believe.
Yep.
And dispatched of it quite easily, while Brackle encountered Flynn and Arvantis. Basically told Arvantis that he had a big party of excited followers and fans that were there to see him, and instead dominated him, told him to go to the basement, slit his own throat, and toss himself in the incinerator. And then we met up outside of the castle, and Vern was looking at his beautiful reflection in the water and was dragged in by some kind of force in the water, in which we began combat. And it seems that there was a few figures controlling the water and assailing us. And last we left off, we had kind of spotted, some of us had spotted them, and they had thrown up some large ice walls to split the party.
Yeah, and that's where we are.
Did I miss anything according to anybody?
Not really. I think the. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Oh, you know what I did forget? I forgot about Zorn. Zorn the Zorn.
Zorn the Zorn.
Nice.
Oh, after the fact, Billy and I we were texting a couple days after that, and the lore for Zorn. Once you get through this combat, if he survives, he's gonna spend the next couple of months learning Common Tongue, and he's gonna become a merchant. He's gonna be a recurring character for sure, and he's not only gonna speak Terran. not just the growl. He's going to be one of those traveling merchants with like a big backpack
So
set
like
up on the side of the road.
he's gonna lose concentration on the spell, and instead of it disappearing, he just becomes his own person.
A sentient Zorn. I am Zorn. You buy a longsword?
Excuse me.
No, Zorn. The shoddy wear. There's rust on the blade. Where'd you get this?
You buy sword now.
Where'd you find this?
Cassius looks fucking sick. Is he supposed to be a
He
dragonborn?
he
looks
is so the lore for him is he is not necessarily one complete soul. He is a combination of many souls that he has helped pass onto the afterlife. So this is the most common form that he'll take, and the most common form that he's depicted as. But if you ever would come across him in a humanoid form, he would have the same colorization and the same like stature and his big hammer. But he seems to look, his physical appearance is slightly different every time. But he's kind of in flux.
that was super cool.
All right, we're in combat. Did we end on Brackle's turn? I can't remember.
I don't want to derail you immediately, but did you have a prologue?
Oh, I sure did.
Cool.
I'm glad that those are expected enough now that you tell when they don't happen. Yeah, I do have a prologue. Let me pull that up. All right. So this week's prologue, you find yourself in a room with one window on the far end. A chair is set up in the middle of this room. It's very dark. A small wash of silver light comes from a far window. It illuminates several beds that have been pushed up against the walls, leaving maybe 10 feet or so of space on all sides of the chair. The room is silent except for the wheezing of a large blue Aarakocran man whose arms and wings have been bound to the chair. You go down.
I'm just
Awesome.
going to see in Marcos right down the road. So
Okay.
I will be super duper close.
That's fine.
He was really asleep. So I'm hoping that at least for an hour I can
Yeah.
go have some Mexican food. And then
Yeah, take your time. Have fun. Love you.
You're the best.
You're the best. All right. Sorry about that. He finally went down. That's good. So the room is silent except for the wheezing of a large blue Aarakocran man whose arms and wings have both been bound to the chair with thick barbed cables. His breathing is slow, and shallow, and calm. You can tell that it's pained. Cuts and abrasions and what seem to be burns have dyed large patches of his typically bright plumage a deep crimson, while other patches of feathers are completely missing. His eyes are closed. Very softly, almost inaudible, you can hear him counting his breaths. Every 20th, 30th breath, he takes a deeper, more painful breath just to keep himself conscious. After some time has passed, a door creaks open behind him. The Aarakocra does not move to watch as a hooded man steps in, rolling up his sleeves. His knuckles are bruised and lacerated, and his joints are swollen from excess use. He crouches down just behind the left side of the Aarakocra's head, and he speaks. We've given you plenty of time to think. I figure you'll not be saying anything to me then. The avian man is silent. In that case, I see there being 3 avenues we can walk down together. One, I leave you here. Clearly, hurting you is not getting me what I want, so I walk away. I'm certain you'd eventually find a way out of your bindings at full strength, but you and I know that you've already been here 3 days. I'd wager that if I leave you unattended, you die in that chair. 2, I kill you outright. No thirst, no pain, no starvation. Hell, I'll even give you a final meal fit for a king. It will be public. It will be humiliating. The air cooker's breathing slows even further, and he turns to look his captor right in the eye. And the third. The man smiles and pulls a chair around to sit directly facing him. Third Avenue. You come and work for me. You clearly have survival skill and are deadly with an arrow. You heard what I've said to you about our enemies. I've watched your reactions. I know that we don't fall very far from an agreement of morality. The two stare at each other for several painfully silent minutes before the man smiles to one side. I'm very happy to have you on board, Dez. And we are back to present time. We're in a city square. It is twilight. A large water elemental has burst out from a fountain. Two spellcasters have revealed themselves up in the top left roof, much to Vern's surprise, who is right there. And everybody else has kind of moved into position, only to be cut off from the rest of the party by two very large ice walls. These are about 10 feet high, and I think we said like 10 inches thick. Every 10-foot section going horizontally has a separate AC and a separate HP pool, so you can break the ice down. If you break the ice in a 10-foot section of the wall, it leaves behind a cloud of frigid air, I believe, is how it explained it in the spell, that deals cold damage if you walk through it. But that seems to, other than mounting the wall, that seems to be the only way to get through it. So we are going to... oh, you're on just eating. Cool. Freckle, did you take your turn last week?
I don't
Or
remember, actually.
Was Flynn the last one to go? I think Flynn was the last one to go because I remember enlarging him and walking up to Zorn.
Mm.
So Brackle, why don't you go? Why don't you take your turn?
Okay. Hold on. Can we head to the map?
Oh, I am on the map. You guys are not on the map. There we go.
Por favor. Thank you. Okay. So I'm not double ice walled, I'm single ice walled. Okay. I got water elemental in front of me. Let's do wait up. Okay. I'll do. I'll probably. Shit. Okay, so they're on that side. I only get one attack per action. I will try and let's do Thunder Wave. Oh shit. No. Nope, you guys are in the way for Thunder Wave. Actually I will. I'll move 15 feet this way. I'll cast Thunder Wave on the wall.
Okay.
At what level is this? Second level. So that is a wave of thunderstorm sweeps out on a failed save. I mean, I'm guessing they're gonna fail. Oh, I don't know. Does the wall have a Constitution save?
No.
Okay.
I would assume that it follows their con save, maybe. Well, that doesn't make sense.
Are you doing shatter?
Thunder Wave.
Thunder wave.
No, one of those says that like stationary objects automatically fail. I don't know which one it is. Probably
Unsecured
good.
objects are completely within there, automatically push 10 feet away. But I'm guessing they're secured. I don't know.
I would say it's secured. Yeah.
Okay. So it's 3d8.
Yeah, I would say that it fails the save. Just make it.
Okay.
Just roll the
Um,
damage. Yeah.
So it's 14 damage.
Okay.
And it is a square. Wait, nope. There it is. 15 by 15. I'm going to move it. It's like, I guess it's like this. So it does 15 damage to that area. And that is force damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action. I will. Actually, this already has. I'll do unsettling words on the water elemental in front of me. And that roll is a d10. Let's use you. Let's see how you're doing. 6. So it reduces 6 or subtracts 6 from the next saving throw it makes.
Okay.
And that's it.
Great. Eric.
Okay. I'm just kind of catching up. Does Zorn know about the people on the roof?
Zorn. Zorn knows about the magic items that they're holding, but I don't know if he necessarily knows that the items are being held by creatures. He just knows that they're up there.
And then I remember he was kind of commanded to look for, who would have been choking or drowning. Our dude Vern. But Vern's kind of freed then. Okay.
Yep. Vern has been freed.
Oh, he's free.
It's free from the water, not from the spellcasters that are free from
He's free to pass away at any moment.
him. Die at your leisure.
So, not independent of Eric, but would Eric command Zorn to fight those two? Like, is the party aware
Of
of the
Zorn.
two bad guys
Oh.
on the roof?
I would say Flynn would now be aware. Vern definitely is aware, and Urzak, if he was looking in that direction, would be able to see them on the roof. But anybody else would be behind walls of ice, so they would not know.
Mm-hmm.
Teth might not even know what's going on at all.
Yep.
Then in
Something
that
got conjured.
case,
I would guess he would have heard where I did damage to the wall.
That's true. Yeah, he knows something's going on, and you saw the elemental be conjured, so you know that some danger exists.
damage to a wall, the ice wall. Okay. But
Yep.
not like the wall of a building. Okay.
Correct.
So after moving Zorn back, Eric's, well, if he's on that side of the wall, I'm trying to picture how Eric controls Zorn, if it's just verbally or if it's just the spell.
Is it a
conjure.
conjured spell? It's usually telepathic.
It
I
might
think
say.
yeah, I was gonna say it's
Telepathic, maybe.
probably telepathy. Yeah,
Have a link. Okay, that's
because
good.
he can't understand you if you were talking to him.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'd have to know every language of every elemental I want to conjure. Okay.
Zorn, go over
So-
there. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where to go.
So I'm bringing Zorn back to smash the ice wall.
Okay.
Just immediately here in front of Zorn. He's got claws and teeth, so he's going to make 3 claw attacks, 1 bite attack.
Okay. You can do all that in one action?
Oh yeah, multi-attack. The Zorn makes 3 claw attacks and 1 bite attack.
Damn, dude. Okay.
Zorn is fucking.
Don't underestimate
beast.
Zorn.
Brad's got a thing for being able to do a lot of stuff in one move.
How many feats does Zorn have?
Ironically, no feet.
3 claw attacks and 1 bite attack.
I want to make sure that
Wow.
I'm rolling it to a level tray. Fucking okay. 14 to hit the ice wall. Do I need to roll to attack on the ice wall?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I would just roll 4 times right away, and I'll tell you how many of them hit.
14, 20,
That
natural
hits.
20.
Yep.
That'll be a crit. 9
No.
and 11.
No.
Okay, so I've got
So
a
the
crit.
first 2 claw attacks hit, and the second one is a crit.
Yeah. So that's 4 damage on the first hit. And then 13 on the second. Those are slashing to the ice wall.
Okay.
Okay, and then Eric, where am I at? Fuck. Magical crossbow, so does the ammo have to be magical to hit an elemental and do something?
That's a good question. If the crossbow is magical, no.
Okay. So using my Eric's bonus action, he has his shield planted where he is. And
I have a question for you, just because I don't have your character sheet up right now. Is it an action to control the Zorn, or is it a bonus action to control the Zorn? Because usually, if you
Oh.
conjure something, it's a bonus action to give them
I was
their
thinking
action.
I think I thought it was no action actually.
Yeah, it's no action.
Oh, maybe it's just a separate creature.
Yeah, it's no action. I have a conjure elemental spell if you want to look that up. But
Yeah,
It's
it
no
acts on its own turn.
Mhm.
At least that's what I thought you said last week.
The one thing that we're doing that's a little bit funky is you decided Zorn could have Eric's initiative. I think Zorn rolled pretty low, but I think you were saying I could do that.
Yeah. So it obeys any verbal commands that you issued to it. No action required by you. Okay. Cool.
By
Good.
the way, it takes, yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna do 2 crossbow attacks to the water elemental.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll for those. And he's behind his shield, so that's planted. So now my crossbow, I can use both hands. First is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Second is a 12.
That misses.
Okay. Then 12 piercing from the first hit.
Okay.
And he's under the shield, so 3/4 cover, being like a +5 to AC. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Beth, you are behind a wall of ice with no friends or foes.
Perfect. Is this here a building with a roof?
I was super zoomed in. Which building? I'm sorry.
This one kind of in the middle of the top.
That is it's like a stable for this building. So these like boardwalk looking things are elevated maybe 10 feet, but that's mostly just ground. It's like the front lawn for this house.
Okay. So these ice walls over that 10 foot? Like,
They
on
they
top as
are
well?
parallel to it. Yeah,
Okay.
they're about the same height.
Okay. So it would be like if you were on this ice wall, theoretically, you could just walk straight across it onto the platform.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I was trying to figure out if it was actually cutting off on top of that as well.
No, it's kind of like when the ice walls are created, you can kind of see them forming from one end to the other. So it's like the ice just kind of encroaches on it and forms around anything that it's going through.
I got you. All right. So I would like to move 5, 10, 15. That's 15. We'll go. I would like to climb the 10-foot wall,
Okay.
which is half movement, correct?
Well, you expend double movement, right?
Or yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. So 15. So it would theoretically take me 20 more feet to get up it, correct?
Yes. So
Okay.
you can get almost all the way.
Okay.
You can.
I'll use
You're hanging
my
at the top of it.
action. Yeah, I'll use my action to get completely on top.
Okay.
So then I would have 25 foot of movement left. So
Yes.
I can go, even though the lines are there, I can walk straight across, right?
That's correct.
5,
And
10,
you
15.
also now see these two spellcasters up there in the off to your right, top left of the map. You see the two of them.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Go to this corner. Go, wow, there's a lot going on. And I can see, are they a little bit higher than me? But I can see, like, kind of see the top of the roofs. Am I correct in assuming that?
They are higher than you. Yes.
Then I will double check my math. Yeah, 5, 15, 25, 30. Perfect. Then I will Misty Step. It's a bonus action. And
Okay.
go right here. So you just see all of a sudden,
Nice.
I guess Flynn, Zorn, and I guess Urzok and Vern, who's probably looking around for help. I don't know. Whoever can see me. Teth will just clap like this, like a big clap, and then he'll just vanish. Like there'll be a rip in the air. It's like a red tear, and just, and then he'll just appear right in front of this caster over here.
The as you drop down there, Teth, both of them are lit up from head to toe. Your detect magic, they're just glowing all different colors. It's almost indiscernible which school of magic you're seeing because they're like Christmas trees.
Yeah, just every sort of like, oh, that's conjuration, that's abjuration, that's evocation, that's blah blah blah.
I would say one that's notably missing with your perception, 21 perception. There's no necrotic.
See? Even though it's not going to work. Pep is going to look at the one on the right that he's closest to, and he's just going to say, he'll say, "Stand down. We have no reason to fight you." That is all.
They will spit back at you.
Okay. Just had to throw it out there.
Yeah, worth a try.
Figured
All right,
that's what was
Urzak.
going to happen. That's generally the reaction is like, "Oh, sorry, big middleman. I didn't mean to attack you." Or it's, "Fuck you. I'm going to kill you."
right. Oh, you're not who I thought you were. No
Oh, I'm
worries.
so sorry.
You don't
I
want any
thought you were.
trouble.
I thought you were Jake. My bad.
Have you seen Jake? We're looking for
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah.
By the way, Jake for short now is going to show up later in the campaign. You just wait for Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the plan.
From
Move
State Farm.
State
Yeah.
Farm. I'm going
My
to
khakis.
move 20 feet. I'm also going to dash. Should have said that first. A dash. I'm going to move my 20 feet here. I'm going to get my running jump. And I believe this is 20 feet. Yes. So with my running jump, I should
15 and change. Yeah.
be able to clear that. Sorry, let me check. I don't know if I make an athletics check or not.
You can do
think
your
it's-
long jump, your strength score.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's just based on your strength score.
Cool. Great. So I'm gonna do a long jump there. Which, sorry, let me. What was my? 20, 45, 60 feet. Gets me right next to Mr. Wellerby. And then I'm going to action surge.
Fucking get him.
And I'm gonna pull a vial of melt water out of my pack, and I'm gonna put an arm across Fern's chest and say, "Stand back." And going to ingest the vial, and then Urzak's going to. You've seen him do cold breath before, but this component seems to enhance the coldness that he can exude from his body. And from his eyes, his nose, his mouth, all his orifices, just this blast of cold comes out forward. I'm going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice.
Hell yeah.
And that is going to be a 30-foot cone, so that's everybody except for Mr. Wellerby.
Uh-oh.
It is a Constitution saving throw, 15.
You can make that,
Well,
and then
run,
have
little.
that on top of it.
Did you say Ryan's
Have it.
Binding Ice?
I'll have it.
Rhymes.
Yeah.
I'll have
Ryan.
it, and then have it again if I save.
He's Jake's best friend. Jake and Ryan.
Rhymes Rhymes Binding Ice.
So 19.
Dad's Chill Touch.
Okay, so anybody that fails, their speed is reduced to 0. They are. I guess I should ask, did anybody fail?
One of them did.
Okay.
The one on the left.
Okay, so they're going to take full damage, so 18 cold damage.
Okay.
And they are hindered by ice formations for 1 minute, or until another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice. They're hindered by ice, their speed reduced to 0. And then those who succeeded take half damage, so 9 points of cold damage.
It has to be another creature that breaks them out of the ice. They can't break themselves out.
That is correct.
Can I do an RP thing with Marlos?
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Always.
just naturally assuming being as wide as a fridge is, consistently just get hit right by random shit. Right?
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, this is part of the job. Like, used to spellcasting stuff. Even though he's not facing that direction, whenever the spell gets within 10-foot range of him, in the back of his neck, there's an arcane sigil that flares, and it kind of looks like, I don't know, like an upside down trident, I guess. And there's just let's say a blue like bubble that just temporarily just buffs out and then retracts, kind of dampening some of the magical effects. That would be Aura of War.
And that's why you have resistance to damage from spells. That's
Yep.
great.
Yep. An Eldritch Ward. Real good. So that'd be 4 instead of 9? Is that how that works? Is that reverse math?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always in favor of the player.
Oh, guys, I'm almost bloody.
I guess I have a bonus action as well.
You gonna blast me again?
No, just
Command Brad's elemental to do something.
I was laughing. I was laughing because I have Shield Master shove. I just imagine just fucking shoving Vern off the roof. This is for your safety. No, I can't do that even if I wanted to. That's it for my turn.
Does your action surge count as a separate turn as far as casting spells? I mean, could you
It
cast a spell?
does. It does, I believe.
Yep, you
I
can
think
cast
that
2
is-
spells with action surge.
That is the one way to get around it.
Yeah. So that's why like people multi-class into fighter just for a second if they're a spellcaster.
Really hoping that asshole next to me is frozen in place.
I think it was the left one, right?
The left one, yes. This one failed.
One that looks like Wraith.
Yeah.
But nobody else plays Apex, but
Yeah, I don't know. All right, it is the elemental's turn.
find a picture.
Just got hit by 2 crossbow bolts, and it's gonna just attack back at Eric.
Bring it. I already regret not using my potion of invisibility. Forgot I had that.
All right, it is going to attack. You're gonna see like it's vaguely humanoid. It's really big, but it's kind of got like loose water arms and water head. So you'll see kind of like moves its arms or moves its hands close to each other, and like an ice trident will just appear inside of its grip, and it's going to start making trident attacks at you, and he's going to make 3 of them.
Boy. Druids or meat shields? Let's see.
That is going to be an 18 to hit,
A miss.
a 21 to hit,
Miss.
and a 23 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Then it is going to move just outside of Fountain. It's frustrated now, so it's going to envelop you and Crowbar. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
That's a 22 from me.
That succeeds.
Crowbar has advantage on dexterity saves that he can see.
I would say that you'd be able to see it. It is
Yeah.
in your face currently.
Yeah.
19, Brad. That just meets it, so that saves as well. So you both will just take half damage. Glad I got all these dice out today.
All to jail.
Yeah, most of these were shitty rolls.
Oh, never mind. Can I use my... I can... With the Sentinel feat, I can use my reaction to attack him when he comes into my range. Can I do an attack?
Yeah, he moved into your range.
Okay.
That's not going to stop his attack, but you are free to
I
stab
shit
at
you
him.
not, it's a nat 20.
Okay.
Hang on. And I'm not raging, though, is the only thing this time, so...
God forbid you're not. You're caught unraged. Oh,
I
jeez.
know. I know.
A DOS. A
Crowbar
DOS
needs
partner.
that, like-
3d10 plus 3.
Crowbar needs like the accountant like visor
Oh.
and like a cigarette and just like doing calculations.
So you are both going to take 17 cold damage.
Okay. He'll take 24 slashing damage. And his movement speed is reduced by 10.
Is that slashing damage magical?
Yes.
How much damage did we take, Eric and Crowbar?
17 cold damage.
There's something else with this feat when I get a critical. What is it? Oh, he has disadvantage on attack rolls. So actually, if I attack him when he comes into my range as a reaction, would that put disadvantage on his attacks?
It was
I mean,
a
he
saving
missed Eric
throw,
3
so it
times
doesn't
anyway,
affect it.
so okay. You're right.
And he attacked before he moved, so that wouldn't have affected that.
True. Okay. So until my next turn, he has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Dope. Right, this first caster, this is their turn. They are going to see their friend encased in ice. And they are going to...
Muted. Sorry, I just want to cut you off real quick before we get too far. Doesn't Crowbar have Sentinel?
He
Yeah.
does.
Sentinel stops people from moving if you hit them, right?
Yes. But he would have been in my range anyway. So he's still stuck
He's
with
like
that.
entering your range, which means
Oh,
Right, when he
like
enters your
I
range.
wouldn't have taken that damage, or he wouldn't have enveloped me.
So he would have stopped.
Yeah, I
like,
guess he
10
would
feet
have
out from-
stopped right here. Yeah.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can regain 17 health.
Hey, thanks, bud.
Sorry, Barlos.
It's all right.
No,
I have
you're
other
doing
ways
what
to kill you
Barlos
guys.
does, just in favor of the player.
Close.
You're not.
I
You're
also
doing the opposite of, "Hey, teacher, didn't we have homework last night?"
That's true. That's usually
That
me.
Barlos
Like,
always does.
actually,
Also,
Hey,
does,
teacher, we didn't have homework last night.
also technically doesn't Crowbar have a range of 10 feet? So he'd be another 5 feet back.
I was
oh
about
yeah,
to
with
say
your
that.
pole arm. God damn it!
That
All
means
right,
Eric
he's just
doesn't
gonna-
take
Yeah, I
damage
do.
either.
Yeah, I do.
That does mean that Eric does not take the damage either. All right.
Atta boo.
Does Sentinel restrain them, or does it just say their movement drops to 0?
Their
It
movement
just
goes
drops
zero.
the movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
I restrict
Man.
movement with my slasher feat if I hit them too.
So in total, what does the elemental's turn look like? Because I think
It stabs at
misses
you 3
you.
times and
Yeah.
then like trips on the fountain and just stays where it is.
I was
That's
gonna say if
all
it
it
was a
does.
if it was a restraining thing, since it was an elemental, it might be okay. But if it says it just drops to 0, then it's just like fuck your elemental stuff.
Right.
Imagine it's like a fucking like a cattle prod. He's just like no, you don't go that way. You don't go that way. Get back there.
The water elemental will learn though. Won't make the same mistake twice. Okay. So this first spellcaster right here is going to cast Firebolt on the other caster over here.
On the
Feel bad for
popsicle.
him.
I'm sorry, who's doing what?
The caster on the right is shooting fire at his frozen friend.
Oh,
Oh,
He's
is
gonna
that
get
magical ice?
flared.
I will say this is exactly what the spell says. It just says hindered by ice formations for 1 minute or until another creature within reach of it uses an action to break away the ice.
Hmm.
Doesn't say anything about having health or not, but I mean,
Would an action casting a spell count as an action to break the ice? Does that make sense?
And that is within range if it's
yeah,
spell range.
it doesn't say anything about hit points or anything like that. But
I think that he wouldn't know, and he's going to do that anyway, whether it works or not. I realize that this is DM on DM violence, but we're gonna. Yeah, so he's gonna
That's
cast. He's gonna cast Firebolt. And I mean, it hits because the other one is
In a block of
stationary.
ice.
Oh yeah, that hits for sure. And he's going to cast that. He's going to cast that up actually.
Fire bolt.
Firebolt. I guess not cast it up. He's a high enough level that it's more than the
Okay,
base
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, I got you.
can I be an asshole like immediately again?
Yes, please.
Doesn't Teth have Mage Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I'm waiting for him to finish his attack first.
Okay.
He's ahead of you.
He already said that.
I'm scared of where this combat's gonna go. So
Alright, so this one over here that it hits, he is going to take an additional 16 fire damage. And I'm going to use my judgment and say that 16 fire damage is enough to break up most of the ice. I think if it was less than that, probably not. Like less than 10. And you guys can rebut that if you think that is unfair.
I think that's totally fair.
yeah.
So there's still ice stuck to this one, but he's almost thawed. So I would say that I'll use his action to remove the rest of the ice because he's able to move underneath. All right, Teth, my action is complete.
Time to die.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, whenever a creature within 5 feet casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. He's not concentrating on the elemental, is he?
No, he is not.
That's good. So I'm gonna make an attack. I rolled a fucking 6+ shit. 14.
That does not hit.
Okay, I tried. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure you'll kill him next turn. So we're all still friends here.
I mean, at this point, they might kill each other, right?
Hey, it's very possible. They'll just start throwing fire bolts back and forth. All right, Crowbar.
Carlos, you're
Alright.
supposed to kill us.
Vern just charms one of them, and that's the game.
Yeah.
All right, if I can make it, I can get here. Is this a flank?
Yeah.
Okay. I will rage, and I will flank, and I will make some attacks.
Perfect.
As a 19 to hit.
That hits.
I'll just roll the second attack. That's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So 2d10 plus 12. 22 slashing. His speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Great. He's already used to having his speed reduced by you, so nothing new.
Yeah. That's fair. That's it.
All right, he is going to take a reaction after you attack him, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
27.
Actually, Eric, I need you to make a con saving throw as well.
Actually, Sentinel
still
makes it
within
so
5
that
feet.
Eric does not have to do anything.
Does it really?
No.
I mean, I I don't assume anything with feats anymore.
I like to imagine that's
you-
the case.
You save Crowbar by some number. So you will only take 6 cold damage.
So 3 cold damage.
You're a bear boy, that's right.
I'm a bear boy.
Is this your save right here, the 19, Brad?
Well, I took my headphones off for a second.
Can you make a con saving throw for me, please?
On save? Okay.
Yep.
I heard the reaction, I just didn't hear that it was...
Yeah, so the reaction, he kind of makes a cyclone around him. It's just 5 feet out from him in every direction.
So we're looking at 24.
That saves. So 6 cold damage.
6, okay.
Alright, this other spellcaster.
Wait,
Oh,
I get to
no.
use Sentinel to make another attack.
You already used your reaction. Oh no, you just
No, I didn't. Not this turn.
That's right.
So
When a
before
creature
that
within 5
save-
feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack. I will attack him again.
Is that only for attacks?
When it...
If you're gonna rule
When it
lawyer
makes an
me, I'm
attack.
gonna rule lawyer you. So he didn't
Yes.
make an attack. He just forced
Okay.
a save.
Okay, that's fair then.
I do have to roll for concentration. Otherwise, this elemental might...
No, Zorn.
Yeah, he
I
may
do-
not be a companion.
I have to do that. I have to
Because
do that.
own person.
We're good. Okay, 26.
Okay, yeah. Zorn survives.
Zor, no!
Actually, he wouldn't
Darn.
disappear, which is scary. He might become hostile.
That's what I'm saying. He would just run rampant through the capital city until he gets his head about him,
Oh, I thought you said
and he
survive
starts
this.
selling shoddy wares.
He's just a big ball of clay just rolling through shit.
He's like, man, I've had enough of this Earth Elemental plane. I like this Azura place.
Yeah,
There's treasure everywhere.
I can sense it. It's all over the place.
At least 60 feet around me. Dude, he would know exactly how much like people have in their pockets. He's like, you got more. He's bartering.
All right, so this guy up here, he is going to. I'm going to use his action to crack through the rest of that ice, and then he is going to. Let's see.
I can't wait to see how excited Vern is about potentially being on a roof, facing off with 2 mages.
It's a lot less scary with you guys there now, so we're good.
You're like, yeah, let's get him, guys.
I did my first My first plan before you guys got up there was I was gonna investiture of wind and just like try to blow them off the roof and then like fly away. So this is much better system we have here now.
I always love.
Go ahead.
I always love the thought of how fast this shit's happening in actual time. That like Vern has a
I know.
second to be like, oh shit, and then like 6 seconds goes by and like this fucking tank just appears out of nowhere. A blizzard
A
happens.
whole blizzard, yeah. He's going to cast Far Step and jump himself down here in between these two ice walls.
Counterspell. Oh wait,
All right.
I don't have counterspell. That's a joke.
Just kidding.
And then he is going to take the rest of his movement to run under these stables and end up right here. All right, Vern.
Weird question. Does Far Step,
Yes.
is that like a teleportation? Do we see that happen, or are they just gone?
It's like you blink and he's gone.
Okay.
Wait, so a couple questions before I take my turn. Does that diamond that I kind of shit on before, does Urzak have that diamond right now?
Teth has it.
Teth has it. Oh well, okay, it's not so bad, I guess.
Canonically,
realized
in
that
my
my-
text, like thunder.
My chromatic orb spell requires one of those things. Diamond has a value of 50 gold pieces or more. It's not consumed, so I thought I could just. If it was right there beside me, I was gonna ask for it, but not now. I don't think I can.
You can use your arcane focus, right? In that substitution for that.
No,
Or
because
is
it
it-
has the GP. It's like a
Oh,
diamond
50
worth
GP.
50
Okay.
GP, so I have to have the diamond.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming
Sorry,
that diamond
man.
is worth more than that. Yeah, it's okay.
let's use this story necessary diamond in the first combat.
Well, no,
Derail
it's
the
not
whole
used up.
campaign.
I looked it up, and unless it says it's consumed, it's not consumed. I can just
Okay.
keep reusing it over and over
Could
again.
open another fucking time warp portal.
Yeah.
Accident.
Yeah.
This gesture of good faith, but I just burned
Yeah.
it up.
Sorry, Des.
Okay.
Yeah, Des trusted you.
Let's see. All right. I will instead.
Really, just a fight. I don't want the whole thing.
Okay. If I use some of my movement, can I use the rest of it at the end of my turn?
Yeah.
Or do I- yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Just make these are pretty basic rules, but I just make sure. Okay, then I'm going to go up here. I'm actually going to move forward, but I'm going to be kind of eclipsed behind Tef, who's a lot bigger than me. So, and I'm going to just use my shocking grasp, but I will distance spell it so it's not a touch spell, and I'll just like give it the 15-foot range
Okay.
and hit him that way. Let's do that. Okay.
So you just roll to hit. Yeah.
26 hit.
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Excellent.
That hits.
Okay. It's gonna be. Oh, that could have been. Well, yeah, whatever. So it's gonna be 12 shocking damage.
So for shocking damage, do you want that to be lightning damage or thunder damage?
Oh, I get a choice.
No,
it's
I think it's lightning
Okay,
damage.
yeah, it's lightning. Oh, and I'm sorry, I get plus 5 on that too because I have my elemental dragon affinity as.
Oh, right.
So I
Okay.
get plus 5 on attack. Yeah. So 17 damage, and then I will use the rest of my movement to. Maybe he just thinks that the lightning came from nowhere, and I'm just gonna slink on back. And let's see.
You're
I've
behind
used.
Teth, so it's
I
possible
am.
he
He
doesn't see you.
didn't see me. He didn't see me. And I'm going to let's see. So that I have like what? How much? My movement's 30, right? Isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So that was 10. Go here maybe. No, I'll go straight back. Go all the way back to here. Actually, no. I'll go back to here, kind of behind Urzok. I'll just keep standing behind people.
You don't know is Mage has Sentinel with 10-foot reach.
So the the mage is going to take a reaction, and Vern, I need you to make a con saving throw, please.
Reacting to what though? It's just electric came from behind Teth. It's just okay. It's fine.
You'll see if you fail the saving throw.
Would he have
Con
reacted
saving.
when he was leaving that area, or when he got back? Because he might have it
Oh.
more, depending on when it was.
So it's pretty bad. So
mind,
I got a
never mind.
natural 1
Oh, okay.
with a +6, but I don't think it
Okay.
matters if I got a natural 1. So
With a 7, it is a fail. So as you are casting your lightning, it does hit. It does full damage. That all stays. But as you're casting it, you can kind of feel some energy just kind of swapping back, just trailing back through the lightning that you're sending out to this mage. So you are going to take 13 necrotic damage.
okay. Oh, necrotic. Okay. 13.
Yes.
Got it.
And you are now stunned
Ooh.
as of the end of your turn. So you get back to where you're going, and you just start feeling very lethargic as you get back behind Urzok. And you are stunned.
Oof.
So you can't move, you can't speak, and you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws.
Okay. Great. Just out of curiosity, how do I break a stun eventually? Or does someone else have to break me out of it? Or do I roll at my turn?
You can re-roll the saving throw at the end of every turn,
Okay.
or somebody can heal you with like lesser restoration, or
Like freedom movement.
Cool. Thanks.
there are a couple ways that other people can break you out of it. But
So it's slightly applicable, since that triggered when he attacked, correct?
yes,
So he would have still been behind me. So he would have had the aura of warding. He would have
oh
been
yeah,
attacked. And I don't think there's anything I can do about your save, buddy, but
So
yeah.
I don't think a 12 is done any better.
A 12 would not have been any better, unfortunately.
So is he stunned behind me?
No, I
He is
scurried away.
stunned. He is stunned by the end of his turn.
Okay, I missed that part.
So I'm behind Urzok now.
A little bit woozy.
So Flynn is going to see all of this happening, and he's going to assume that with only one mage up on the roof, 3 of you have that down. So he's going to double down with Zorn and attempt to break through this ice. So he's going to make 2 great axe attacks on the ice. One of them was a natural 2, so that's not going to hit. The other one will hit. For 13 bludgeoning damage. He's going to take his bonus action to action surge and do it again. Ooh, a nat 1 and a nat 20. What are the odds?
1 in 400.
Double the dice. So that will be 22 bludgeoning damage. And this section right here has been broken through. Well, it's 10 feet, so we'll say it extends through here.
Both of the purple or the red?
The purple is broken.
Okay.
So that is, the ice is gone. There's frigid air in that area, so you take damage if you walk through, but the ice wall has collapsed. And Flynn is going to use the rest of his movement to climb up here and duck behind the ice wall up here.
Nice.
All right, Bracklebath.
I'm going to change into something a little more scenic. Since we have a water elemental, I'm going to polymorph into a huge giant crab.
Good.
I'm going to start snapping my pinchers like you snap your tongs when you're getting them out of the drawer. Okay,
Yeah,
so
warm up.
that's right. So cast polymorph, and then bonus action, I'll do bardic inspiration for crowbar. I'll just snap my claws quickly at crowbar, and you feel inspired to snap, crackle, and pop this guy. That's my turn.
All right. And you now have full control over the crab as well.
Yes.
All right, Eric.
Crab cool bath.
Crackle bath.
Brackle crab.
Hermit bath.
Crab go bath.
Okay,
Breckle crab.
Earth Elemental Zorn moves in towards the mage. Boom. Is that okay?
It
A
is.
ball.
Size. You mentioned taking damage?
Yep. I need the Zorn to make a dex save, please.
I don't know why this bitch isn't just burrowing, but
I mean, you're in control of him, so.
all right. So apparently there's something with Earth Glide, which means
Idiot.
that the stone has to be unworked stone, like natural stone.
Mm.
So are these just
Oh,
laid
yeah,
out?
maybe.
Are these laid out already flat pieces of stone, or?
I mean, it's properly cobbled.
Yeah. So he can't do that feat, I would imagine. So
Probably not.
I'll just do a dex saving throw. Looks like an 11.
All right, you're going to take 31 cold damage.
Oh, jeez.
Penny
Or
is
Zorn is
hell.
going to take.
What was that? So 31. He's down to. He's looking injured, actually. Just so everyone's aware. And he's gonna bite and claw. So yeah, I'll just roll 4 times. Okay, my lowest was a 13.
Okay. The mage is going to take a reaction and cast shield. So 13 misses.
Okay. What about a 14?
That's a miss.
And then 23,
That's a miss.
24.
That hits.
So that was my bite. That's pretty good. 18 piercing.
Okay.
And then Eric, still sitting by his shield. By the way, because I have crossbow expert, it's not at disadvantage even with it being so close.
Correct.
Let's see here. Do I roll with advantage? Does flanking factor into ranged?
Yeah.
I would think
I'll
with
make
crossbow
2.
expert, yeah.
It
I'll
cancels
make-
it out.
I see. Oh, true, yeah. And I'll take the 18. So that's 27 to hit on the first.
That hits.
And a 22 to hit.
That hits.
2. That'd be 22 piercing to the water elemental.
Okay.
So with my bonus action, I was going to use a potion of healing on myself, right? That's one of the house rules.
Yes.
And you'll see Eric swig some healing juice. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Death.
Okay. I'm gonna move up 5 foot. Go hello friend. And I'm gonna use for my first attack, I'm gonna use the shove action. Try to knock him prone.
Okay.
Contested athletics versus athletics or acrobatics.
This is not going to be a fair.
I have a +8.
Yeah. Oof. That's
21.
that's gonna be a 7.
Okay. He is now prone.
Okay.
I just imagine he just like basically just goes like just goes squishes him
Yeah.
down.
He's threatened to go through the shingles at this point
Yeah.
into the top floor of the house.
I just and then I will take an attack.
Okay.
Actually, did he spit on me earlier?
He did. Yeah.
He did. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna cast Thunder Smite. Put
Oh
him
my
through this
God.
fucking house.
He's
Comparable.
fucking savage, dude.
Eye for an eye.
So you'll see on Tess arms, which are now visible now because he's not cloaked, you see like 6 squares, and they just start from his forearm and they kind of build up. And you'll see one of those squares just glow blue, and then Teth will just say, "I gave you a choice." He's gonna try and smack him on the ground with advantage because he's prone. First one's a 15. Second one's a 14. So my attack bonus 23. 23.
Yeah. That way hits.
Okay. Okay. So that'll be 2d6, I believe, plus 3d8. 2d6. Yep. Do you want me to separate thunder damage?
Nope. No need.
He's already He's already. Oh. Additionally, the target is a creature. It must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
You fucking throw him in the street.
Yeah. I forgot about that part.
See ya.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll just roll damage. Okay, all right.
Is there fall damage for that too?
There will be, yeah.
Really good for my damage. Definitely above average.
Oh, did you roll well for your
I
damage?
did. I did 29.
All right.
Rolled pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Well,
And he's pushed 10 feet back.
yeah, I'll read it. This actually is not. This is even though it sounds really cool, it's not actually what I wanted to do because I didn't read my spell. Because I was like, oh, I'll knock him prone, and then Urzak will just come whoop his ass, and then I just knock him. It says strength saving throw, so it's DC 17.
Yeah, he failed that. Or that
Okay.
that was the contested. I'll roll again, but he's gonna fail that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Or
It's a
be pushed,
13.
or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
All right. So he's gonna like be pushed 10 feet back and like like Acme stall in the air and be like, oh no, and then fall down, and he will take 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Holds up a little sign that says bye bye and then fall. Waves to the camera.
Ah, fuck. That's not great. Cool. It's an additional 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
13
Alright.
shocking damage,
Think
actually.
about it. Think about the Urzak fucking like fucking leap
Yeah.
of faith.
I mean, yeah, if you got a landing pad, that's all right.
And that's
Do you have
my
anything else, Teth? All right, Urzak.
Okay, so that kind of changes what I was planning on doing.
You saw this guy Sparta kicked off the roof.
This is a real question. How does he look? Does he look like a death's door or like
No,
Okay.
he's definitely weary.
he's getting
But
bullied,
he-
but he's still
Yeah,
kicking?
he's been roughed up.
Okay. I would like to jump down and make my way over there, if you'd allow that.
Yeah.
Sorry, 10 feet, and that's another 15. We'll get cozy with them. All right, what I'm going to do is DDP on stops being done. Okay. And he is prone, right?
Yeah. He was prone before and then fell off a roof, so I'd imagine he's still prone.
Somehow he fell standing up.
Yeah, he just by miracle of miracles, he just landed on his 2 feet. What a gift!
Okay, I'm gonna.
That'd be a good tabaxi feat.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
can
there-
never get
isn't
knocked
there,
prone.
There's something somewhere that
They can never fall on their back. They always land on
it's
their
not a tabaxi thing, but maybe it's a homebrew thing that I read.
I thought it was
There's
a monk
something that
thing
I've
where you
seen.
don't take fall damage or something.
Yeah.
No,
for sure.
he's talking about never going prone though.
Hmm.
Oh,
Like
isn't it
when you fall,
if
if you fall,
Sure.
there's no way to.
Sure-footed or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
So yeah, I'm gonna beat the hell out of him with my sword while he's on the ground.
Hell yeah,
First one is a 22 to hit.
that hits.
Second one is a 29 to hit.
That hits.
And yeah, we're gonna do that. So I'll take 2 attacks, and then my last one is gonna be a breath weapon. But let's do the damage. That's a 1. So the first one is 7 points of damage.
Nice.
Second one is 11 points of force damage. And then for my final attack, I'm going to use my metallic breath weapon. I'm going to use Enervating Breath.
Okay.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
I need you also to make a con saving throw.
Oh, baby, we good. That was a 26.
And his is a 23.
Okay. So he does not become incapacitated. I will mark that off. And
Urzak, you are going to take, on a successful save, 5 necrotic damage.
and that is going to be it for my turn.
Great. All right. The water elemental is going to start spinning around in the fountain. And you're there's a hole in the thing now. Crowbar, Hermit Bath, Eric, and Zorn, and Flynn. Technically, I'll roll for him. Please make a Dex saving throw.
Grab it. It's a dirty 20 for me.
All right.
Dexterity. 15 for me.
Okay. And Flynn got a 13. Everybody except for Crowbar fails. So everyone everyone is going to move 25 feet towards the water elemental. Except for Crowbar, you are not pulled.
I'm already there.
Do we go
And
inside it
you-
or just to
you,
the edge?
You go just inside it. So you're pulled 25 feet in. And if you get to the elemental, you are pulled 5 feet into its cyclone. So that is right here, Flynn. So Hermit Bath, Zorn, and Eric, you are all going to take. That wasn't great. You're going to take 11 cold damage. And 3 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Crowbar just stands against the wind, just like right next to everything, and doesn't no effect.
He's
Carlos,
taking a shower.
Yeah.
DM, would you tell me if you ever do any crits against Eric? Because
No, I have a firm belief that I keep all of the criticals from all of you. So if I ever crit you guys, you're never gonna know about it. I'm just gonna fuck
Actually,
you up.
based on
in
the new
silence.
My
rules,
armor needs
you
to
aren't
know
allowed to crit
that
anymore, Barlow.
That is true, and I don't adhere to those rules.
I'm sorry, my armor needs to know because I can make those normal hits.
Well, so
You
that
know what I'm saying?
yeah, that anytime you are forced to do a save, that won't be a crit.
Okay.
Also, I
You
think he
just-
was being
you-
sarcastic, Brad.
Yeah, I was 100% being facetious about that. I will always let you know if it's a critical hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd only have a crit done on you if an attack action is made. If you're forced to roll a save and you fail, then there's no crit or fail
Okay. What's
on
the
my part anyway.
what's the saving throw for concentration on a spell? It's a DC.
It
So it's always
is
it's always 10 10 or half of the damage you took, whichever is higher.
Oh, okay. Why save? Okay, so we're good. Well, so I have a con 10 plus 10, so I should technically not have to roll necessarily every time.
Unless you're taking more than 20 damage.
Yeah, unless the
Yes,
half
okay.
is. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, still allies with the Zorn. Good. But the
All right.
Zorn now, you said was there was cold, and then what other type of damage?
3 bludgeoning damage on top of the cold damage.
Yeah, he still takes that. So he's looking pretty bad.
Poor Zorn. All right, this guy is going to use his movement to get back up next to Urzok up here. And Urzok, I'm going to have you let's see here. Have you make a wisdom saving throw.
So good at that. It's a flat 10.
All right. All right, you can no longer take reactions. And at the beginning of each of your turns, until this is dispelled, you have to roll a d10. And depending on what you get, I will tell you what happens.
I'm confused.
You are. You're so confused.
All I ever think about when somebody gets confused is this little fucking goblin shaman that I can never remember.
Oh, yeah. The
those-
red cap?
They're God, what the fuck are they called? Tell you, me and Andrew have both used them in our campaigns.
What? Sorry. Which things?
The little goblin shaman things.
Isn't it called a red cap?
Nilbogs?
Oh,
Nilbogs.
Nilbog. Yeah, Nilbog.
They're hilarious.
All right, he is going to move away from you.
Or is he?
He is, because
Oh,
Urzok
talking
can't
about Urzok.
react.
A Sentinel has an 80-foot reach.
You should jump down. I'm a fucking idiot.
He's going to be here.
Owie, get out.
And that brings us to Crowbar.
All right. I'm assuming there's some kind of flank going on there, right? I'll just continue attacking the elemental. What do you think?
I don't think so, actually, because they are now consumed inside of the elemental.
Okay.
So I would say no.
If I move
Use
over
the-
here, would I flank with the crab?
The crab is also partially inside. So I would say
what
no.
Okay.
Always go reckless.
I can go. Yeah, but I don't want it to be advantage
What
against
about
me.
using Flynn's positioning?
Yeah, I can move crab adjacent.
You're just
I'll be
angling for that
opposite
advantage.
Flynn. I know. I'm trying to play the game. All right. Is that acceptable?
I think based on his movement, Flynn would not be within melee range, even though he looks like he's up against it. I think he's still 10 feet away, technically. He's
Alright.
just large, so I couldn't put him in an exact.
All right, I'll reckless.
He should
Screw it.
be right here.
I will reckless attack. That is a dirty 20 on the first attack.
That hits.
A 24 on the second attack.
That hits.
And then my bonus attack, it's a 24 on my other end of my glaive
the
attack
butt, yeah.
for the bonus. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all of those connect.
Okay. It's 20 damage and then 27 20 slashing damage and 7 bludgeoning. His movement speed is reduced by 10.
Par for the course, as far as he's concerned. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So you're back up to this mage up here. And the first thing that he's going to do is take a bonus action to far step again. Back here. And I am going to make an attempt to restrain Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eric, you can make either athletics or acrobatics at disadvantage because you are within the whirlpool.
$11.
That
Acrobatics.
contest is going to fail. So you are now, so it's going to take out like a spectral whip of some sort, like glowing purple energy. He's going to take you down to the ground, and you are on the ground, prone and restrained currently by the mage here.
Okay.
Getting waterboarded.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, that's fine. He's a child of the sea.
And I am going to. Oh, she's going to hold you right there. Vern.
Oh, she did that, not the elemental. Okay.
I will try to
Correct.
break my stun. It's a con save, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just so you know, before you do that, above game, you are incapacitated, but that doesn't mean that you can't. I believe you can still take an action. You just can't. Oh, you can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah. I also can't speak, so that's half my magic.
Oh,
I guess.
that's true. Yeah, go ahead
Yeah.
and skip to the end of your turn.
Okay. Well, I did roll a 21.
Yeah,
on my
that
con save.
saves. You are all good.
So I'll be good to go for my next bout.
Yeah, Vern's like, I'm all good. We're all good,
Yeah,
guys.
just a little. I'm not used to battle yet, so I just got a little shaken up.
Yeah.
I'm looking around, everyone's kind of gone, like in the vicinity. I'm a little relieved by that.
All right. Flynn is going to move in here, and he is going to attempt to pull the Zorn out of the reaches of the elemental. No problem on that strength. So he's going to walk back through the ice. He's going to take some cold damage. Can't get to the Zorn. He's going to pull the Zorn out with him.
What a guy.
And from there, he's going to use a bonus action to generate a magic disc and attempt to throw it at the water elemental. Which I suppose would be at advantage because Crowbar is within melee range. That's for an extra 6 bludgeoning damage. And it's his turn. Brackle Baff. Hermit Baff. Brackle Crab.
I'm going to skitter around to this side. Oh, sorry. Skitter around to this side. I guess still being within.
I'm going to have you make a strength saving throw.
Oh, sure.
Do the little
As the
side
crab, of
shuffle, like.
course.
Oh yeah, being the crab, it'd be impossible for Brackle to get out of this. It's 24.
Yeah, so you can break free if you'd like. You have free movement for wherever you want to go.
Yeah, I'll just probably come here. I have a 10-foot reach it. And I'll attempt to claw the sorcerer.
The sorcerer, gotcha. Okay.
11 plus 9, dirty 20 to hit.
She is going to take a reaction to cast shield,
Bitch.
and 20 misses.
Well, I wave.
Thanks. Nice.
That's it.
All right, Eric, what are you doing?
Or I'll get
You're
up. I guess
currently-
I'll get up in her grill.
You want to roll a
Or no,
D10?
okay. No, I'm
you
good.
said? So we'd roll a D10, you said?
What?
No, I think that was me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for the people inside the elemental. So does that...
Eric,
with,
you are good to go.
Okay, with swimming speed, I'm prone. Do I need to use half my swimming speed or whatever to get back up? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Eric?
I can hear you.
Barlos, can you hear me?
I don't
Carlos,
know.
can you
Yeah,
hear
Barlos.
Brad?
Can
Can you hear any of
everybody
us?
hear me?
Carlos, can you hear Brad?
Anybody hear Barlos?
I hear Barlos. and
Let me
Brad.
just disconnect here for a
Oh,
second.
I know. I cannot hear Brad. That's why I wasn't looking at the screen. I can hear everybody except for Brad.
Okay.
It's like, why are... Like, do I need to say it again? What's going on?
How about now? How about
Anything?
All right, Barlos, your
I-
turn.
Yep, I can hear Brad.
I cannot hear Brad. Let me...
Damn.
All right,
when
let's
when
metagame real quick, guys.
When we left roll 20, we thought we were done with this shit.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Although it is substantially better.
Yeah, it
Oh.
has been better. Yeah.
Right.
Hello?
Oh God, yeah.
I hear you.
Cool.
Now I can't hear him. Damn. Oh,
Hear
now I can hear
everybody.
you, but you're quiet.
He's pranking you. Yeah, he can hear. Okay. So I was asking about like getting up to standing from prone.
You're not just prone, you're restrained.
Oh, okay.
So you have 0 speed. You can't benefit from any bonus to speed. We have advantage on attack rolls towards you, and you have a disadvantage against dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Shit. Can I command Zorn to get me out of restraint?
That
Gonna
seems
take-
like a little too powerful for for a command. You could command it to attack, I guess.
And you said she was the one that did that. Okay.
Yes. So you are restrained by her magical bindings to the ground. So she is not holding the restraints.
And I'll have Zorn come over to her and do some clawing and biting.
Okay.
All right. So that's where I'm going to start.
Crowbar's got the flank, I think, too.
On her, though?
Or sorry, unless you're never mind.
Yeah, not on her.
Those are pretty shitty. 14.
That misses.
These are better. Okay. So 18 and 23.
18 misses, the 23 hits.
Really? Okay. So that would have been my bite again. Dude, the bite looks like terrible from him because of the way his body is. Like he's got
Yeah.
Sarlacc
How does
pit.
he even do that?
He's
Does he
Pac-Man.
stand on it? He stands on his front haunches and just like
Oh,
bites
yeah,
down on people.
He might have, since he has like 3 arms on top, 3 arms or 3 legs. He might
Yeah,
just
he
be
just like he just like cartwheels over somebody and bites
and
them
then
out
bite.
on the
and then-
way over.
Unless his sphincter has teeth too. I don't know.
Who knows? Nobody knows.
So that's okay. So 12 piercing to her.
Okay.
And does that do anything to the restraining?
Does not.
Okay. Well, I can make attacks just at disadvantage. Is that correct? With Eric now.
You can make attacks. Yeah, as you are prone, you can make attacks at disadvantage.
Prone and restrained. Okay. Yeah, Eric's gonna shoot at her a couple times, even though it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
Although, yeah, no, I don't want to break my concentration because that would bring in a whole other element of crazy. Hey, nice. So 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome. Got lucky. And then 16, so that misses.
Yes.
But why do I always forget my damage dice? Okay. So 7 piercing, at
Okay.
least, to the sorcerer. I want to take. Yeah, I want to take a bonus action for Eric. Shit. And drink another potion. Yeah, just a potion of healing.
Okay.
And I think that's my turn then. Yep.
Oh no, Archer just sneezed. Don't wake up, dude. No. You can do it. Okay, I think we're good. Oh man. It's like the worst when he's in a deep sleep and then he like coughs or sneezes or rolls over and hits his foot on the edge of the crib and he's like, "Where am I?" And then it's a whole big thing.
Oh crap, it's over.
Yeah, god damn it. Stop my whole game. Go make sure he goes to sleep. Who's up? Teth.
All right. Quick question, and then I will do my turn. Whenever the caster that we have been fucking around with was fleeing from Urzok, did it look like he was like trying to reposition, or was he like desperately fleeing? If that makes sense.
With you have super high perception. Yeah, it doesn't look like he is fleeing the fight. No. Looks like he's going to do something else. He,
Uh,
he can't beat you or Urzok in hand-to-hand combat, so he's gonna go try somebody new.
Go, yeah, go fuck with somebody else.
Yeah.
All right. So Teth will grab around his collar, and he's going to grasp one of his prayer beads. And let me just double check the action economy. I believe it's action. Each bead contains a spell that you can cast from it as a bonus action. Once a magic bead is cast, it can't be used until next on. So he's going to grasp the bead, which is Branding Smite. And he's just going to say, kind of whisper to himself, and say, Talos, guide me. And we'll do that as bonus action. And then, so DM, this is what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to basically start running towards this roof, jump off this corner here, and I would like to land here or here and just smite the fuck out of this guy, like jumping smite.
Okay.
So I guess I mean I don't think falling is like extra movement, but it's like, you know, I know I can jump 18 feet. I'm assuming I'm jumping down, so that's not an issue. I mean, here theoretically.
Yeah.
So
Just had the rules up.
Yeah,
Yeah. I have
because it's like if you get a 10-foot start, which is like these blocks here, right on the edge, then you can move up to your strength score. So from here to here, even this spot down here is 15 foot. These are 10. But it's also like it's like a corner that's kind of there.
I guess it depends on what type of jump you want to do. Or if you're jumping straight out, I would say the 18 feet would not count the descent. But if you're trying to like lob yourself over to him, the arc would
Yeah.
be like the 18 feet would be contained within that arc. But if you jump straight out, I'm going to have you take fall damage.
I am okay with doing that as long as I can hit him.
That's honestly a good point. I didn't take falling damage when I jumped down either.
Oh yeah, roll 3d6, or I'll roll 3d6. Oh, that's not bad. 8 bludgeoning damage for Urzok.
All right. So I'm
And
gonna do that, DM.
then
Give me damage.
10 bludgeoning damage for Teth.
That's that. Oh, I'm bloodied now, by the way. Which we can discuss. I don't know if you want to start doing that now, Barlos. Bloodied stuff, or
Yeah, if you're bloodied, we're going for
Yep.
it.
yep. my
And
bloodied-
also, what is? Let's see. Let's look something up real quick. Use branding smite.
yes. I believe that's a con check as well. I think it's concentration.
Second level.
Yeah, con check.
All right. You are using that bead, the prayer bead, as a casting focus for that spell. So he's going to counterspell your branding smite.
Okay. So it cannot. So it just still poofs, still jumps, lands angrily with flail, took damage, becomes bloodied, armor flashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, his armor. Let me take my damage. Yeah, I took damage. Teth's entire body just becomes it sheens for a second, and I don't know if there's actually any physical visual representation of what happens, but it just looks like it kind of glints over, I guess. I'm gonna hit him twice,
All right.
or attempt to. Cocked. All right, first attack is 24.
That hits.
He is getting a level 3 Divine Smite because he counterspelled me.
Hell yeah!
Would he take like inertia damage from jumping? Smack.
I
This is the
I
inertia
would
damage.
I would give you inertia damage if Teth also takes the same inertia damage.
From the fall? Falling gravity inertia damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't give a shit. Hurt me more, daddy.
Do it. Do it.
What's inertia damage? It's
I
probably
have
like
no idea.
15d6. 15d6? No.
Huh.
Just both
I'll give-
explode.
I'll
Nah,
give
okay.
you an extra d6 of force damage.
You want to roll that?
Just oh, you can roll it.
Okay.
You're the one doing it. You just do it to yourself too.
I'll roll it in. It's a 2.
Inertia damage. Okay.
So I take 2 more damage. Wait, is that reduced by 1d6 for the armor, or is that? How does that work? They're bloody.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll roll
I
another
don't-
d6. Yeah, it evens out. So it's reduced by 2. No inertia
All right.
damage.
Inertia damage is a table rule now. Anytime you
Yep.
jump off of a building and you attack on the same turn,
Yep.
d6 of force damage to anyone.
I love it.
Okay.
I can resist it if it's force damage.
That's hilarious.
So this
Alright.
is going to be 78
Smite me, mama.
plus 4.
Hope you
31.
break his fucking
Fuck.
concentration.
Yeah, he also has this. If he has concentration up, he has disadvantage because I'm
Yep.
Mage Slayer.
What was
So
the total?
disadvantage
33?
31.
That concentration drops. You are no
That's
longer
badass.
confused.
Hey.
Yeah.
So that was my first attack. I'll expend my spell slot. I'm desperately trying to just fucking murder the shit out of this guy before I have to go. So
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he counterspelled my thing. That's a natural 1.
What's your attack modifier?
It's only a plus 8.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't hit.
Well,
I don't
tried again.
subscribe to critical failures, so if you roll a natural 1 and you still beat it, you can still attack.
Huh. I did not know that. That's good to know.
I mean, what are the odds that anybody would actually make it at this level? But if you do, you can still hit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the end of my turn, and I have to get off. So, Barless, if you murder me, make it quick.
All right.
I'm at,
Fair
I'm at
enough.
57 hit points. And,
I don't think it's possible with Teth.
Oh, it's possible.
It's possible you just start running the other way because Zithlo takes over from the eyes in the sky.
Just run straight through a building. If anybody
What
needs
is
to
infrastructure
autopilot,
anyway?
if anybody needs to autopilot Teth, you're more than welcome to. Barless knows any pertinent details.
Okie dokie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Later,
All
man.
right,
Have a good night.
bye. You too.
All right, Urzak. What do you got?
Urzak's gonna snap out of his stupor. That is not my character sheet. Urzak. You have jack shit against spellcasters. Well, 30 feet. Yep. So we'll just fucking flank.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to start whacking. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Is a 29 to hit.
That
And
also hits.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. 38 force damage.
Jesus.
And then it's a bonus.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, hell yeah. Urzok's just gonna snap out of his stupor and see Teth continuing to beat the shit out of this poor man. And he's gonna see the Teth's hurting and Vern's starting to get out of his struggle on the roof, and Flynn's struggling, and he's gonna hunker down and just launch a fury of desperate attacks at him, and probably actually go a little overboard, which is pretty out of character for Urzok. Probably hits him an extra couple times just to make sure that he's down. And then he's gonna take
Oh, I heard a
a
baby cough.
did
Yeah. I'm nervously watching the monitor.
he's just gonna he'll give Teth a look, and I don't know if Teth probably isn't able to spit on people, so Urzok will do it for him.
Perfect. Perfect. He'll
Uh,
appreciate that flavor.
and then my bonus action, I'm going to do a nope, we're gonna save it actually. Save the second wind, and that will be my turn. How does Flynn look?
He looks okay. He doesn't seem to be gravely injured, but you can tell he's starting to get a little bit weary.
Okay. All right, that's it for Urzok.
And after you kill this guy, you would not see this, but everybody that's within these two ice walls would see that there is a burst of energy that comes out, comes from this other mage. And I need everybody within 5 feet, which is just Eric and Zorn, to make a con saving throw, please.
So I was wondering, by the way, in my turn, how do I get out of the magical restraint? Is it not like the usual restraint where I need to like do the acrobatics check again?
You just save again. You just roll the save again.
Oh, so I should have done that on my
It's-
turn?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to do that now? Too late?
Yeah. That's fine.
Acrobatics? That's strength, so okay. Well, I rolled pretty
Acrobatics
shit,
or athletics.
so that's 4. Yeah,
Okay.
acrobatics.
Yep.
is a
You're
little bit
still
better.
you're
Correct.
still restrained.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
right now is a
a con saving throw for you and for Zorn the Zorn.
Okay.
I am Zorn.
So Zorn's 5 plus 6, so 11. And 9. So 19 for Eric.
Eric saves. Zorn does not. Zorn's going to take 5 force damage. Eric, you will take 0 force damage.
5 and 0. Okay. If I take 0, does that still? Never mind. Sorry.
You take 0 because you saved.
But it's not like a concentration check. I keep forgetting that I have to only worry about half damage. All right. He's still looking pretty shitty, but he's still around. Zorn.
He's always looked shitty.
Hey,
All right.
Hey. Looking at a giant crab.
The water elemental is going to make a couple trident attacks. It's going to make the first one on Crowbar.
All right.
That is a Plus 7. So that is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Right. That is going to be 14 cold damage.
7 cold damage. You got it.
All right. Second hit, he's going to take on Crowbar again. That 21 to hit.
That hits.
Right. That is going to be 12 cold damage for 6 cold damage for you. And then
Okay.
he is going to attempt to turn and throw his trident at the crab.
Nice try. I'm sure he's gonna hit.
And that is for 24 to hit.
Yep.
Right. That is for 13 cold damage
Sure.
and 2 piercing damage. He's gone. And it's Crowbar's turn.
Gerber.
All right. I think I've found my niche here. I'll just keep attacking the elemental.
Yeah, and you are now at a flank for sure from the Zorn
Sweet.
and
Alright.
from the crab too, I guess.
Yeah. So that is a 18 to hit.
Let me get back to the stat block. You'd think I would just remember this by now. That hits.
Okay. A 25 to hit.
Also
The
hit.
bonus attack is a 26.
Yeah. Hit me 3 times.
10 plus 6. 23 slashing. And 7 bludgeoning. And that will be it.
Nice. So as you land that last strike, Crowbar, the waters within the body of the elemental are starting to not move as rapidly. The spinning is a lot less turbulent. It looks like it's losing steam.
I would hope so. I've done a lot of damage to it.
You sure have. Sure have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eric, I need you to make a dex save at disadvantage, please.
Yeah. Saw us coming. I rolled so well, but we'll see. Let's see. I rolled a 20 and an 18, so that makes a 20, like dirty 20 save.
Oof. The contest was with a 22 sleight of hand. She is going to remove the scepter from your body or from your person. She's going to far step over here on her bonus action.
Remove it successfully,
Use
right? Like without me detecting, or just do I know?
You're restrained. She's taking it off of your person.
But I'm aware of it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's going to run off the map.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Vern.
Vern is over there.
Wait, opportunity attack at least.
No, probably
It
far
does not
step is-
provoke an attack. Far step just blinks and she's gone.
Okay, so she ran off the map. Do I see her running off the map?
You probably would be the only person that sees her. Flynn would probably see her as well.
I don't think I would have seen her.
Oh yeah,
That's
Urzak
weird,
would have.
'cause
too.
I never thought that I put the scepter. I remember Urzak said heal this, and I was mending it, but I never put that in my inventory. But
Well, I mean, whether you put it in your inventory or not, you were carrying it.
It's not his
Right?
character
She has
sheet.
the
It's,
scepter.
it's in limbo. Okay, it's
that's because
just
I don't remember how last session ended. I just don't remember. I don't remember ever like narratively like taking it from Urzak and all that.
now you have it.
Not anymore.
Well,
That's
you
what
had
I
it.
agreed on.
Okay.
I mean, that would be too late to retcon it anyway with this. The way we thought.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess group
I
consensus.
would've-
I thought that
accidentally
Eric
known I
had
had
the
scepter.
at the close of last
I
session.
figured
I
he
thought
had
that
it, yeah.
Eric had the
Yeah.
scepter.
I think
Yeah.
Well,
it's also more
everyone
exciting
else
if that
did,
thing
but
gets
I didn't
stolen from
know.
us. So from a story perspective, especially for me, even if I saw the scepter in her hand as she's running away, I do not think I would be the hero trying to pursue, since, you know, not exactly my thing. Instead, what I will do
Hmm.
is I will move like here, climb down the house, so I can like. I want to get to a point where I can just see this giant water elemental through that broken area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of overdo it, and it's a bit excessive, but I feel like I'm really upset that I'm being embarrassed in front of my new friends in this epic battle. So
Yeah.
I am going to cast chain lightning on it, and I'm just gonna choose to
Okay.
shoot the extra lightning that now won't have anything else to hit, just up into the air.
Okay. Ah.
But it's a so you get to roll a dex save to receive half damage, water elemental.
Okay.
You need a 17.
That's not gonna save. That is Dex. Ooh, very close. 15.
Okay. So you get the full damage of my 10d8.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, and it's like processing right now. Wait, where is it? There you go. Okay. You're gonna receive 49 plus 5 damage.
All right. What does killing this water elemental look like for for Vern? Poor
Nice.
Crowbar put in all the legwork killing this thing, and Vern just snipes
That's
it at the end.
Obliterates it with lightning. Well, I went to the fire or the water elemental to like see me as my electricity is coursing through it, and seeing the face that was looking down into it, you know, about what 5 minutes ago when I was looking into the fountain
Mm-hmm.
and it was
Oh,
lurking.
yeah, yeah.
And as all the lightning is going through it up into the sky, I just want to like evaporate up with it because the heat from my lightning and my rage is so strong. Cloud of steam.
Yeah. So Eric's gone. Yeah, that's great. Any pull that you guys felt, Brackle or Crowbar, even if you were just slightly resisting it, it is immediately gone. You are relieved of that. And Eric is just playing unrestrained in the fountain.
Okay. I want to run in there, and clearly I'm like a little shaken, but also like really excited. I want to run into that little space and be like, "Is everybody okay?" And also, that was awesome. Look at us, powerful team.
So I just got the phone with Billy,
Yeah.
and he has something that he would like to do.
Okay. Okay.
So Teth is going to approach the group rapidly,
Okay.
and say, "Are we? I have a way for us to go after her. Are we going or not?"
I would
And
assume yes.
And he's going to clutch a prayer bead in his hand. So we have to go now. Says everybody,
man.
everybody, come here.
Crab clicks in approval.
We all go and hold hands in a circle, and Vern has the biggest smile on his face.
He is going to consume a prayer bead So it
And
casts as
cast
a bonus
Wind
action.
Walk.
He's going to cast Wind Walk.
Nice.
You and up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range
Get fucked, Barlos.
assume a gaseous form for the duration, appearing as wisps of cloud. While in this cloud form, a creature has a flying speed of 300 feet.
My God.
However,
What wildness.
the only action we can take in this form are dash action or to revert to our normal form. Reverting to a normal form takes 1 minute, during which time the creature is incapacitated and can't move. Till the spell ends, a creature can revert to cloud form, which also requires 1 minute transformation.
So, that's tough.
So we gotta catch up with her though, and then be like,
But
"Now you
it-
wait
it-
for a second while we rematerialize."
It lasts for 8 hours. So
We can just like
Chase.
keep reforming, or we can
Just be
basically
fake
hover
warriors.
above her wherever she goes for 8 hours.
yep.
Okay.
Well, you can change back and forth, right? So just kind of
But
keep
it
an
takes
eye
a
on her
minute
until
each.
her fast step goes away, and then
Yeah, it says
back.
until it ends. You can revert back.
So she can teleport up to 60 feet as a bonus action for a minute, and she's done that twice. So she has 8 more 60-foot teleports with a movement speed and a dash action. So she's booking it through the town.
Versus.
So we'll just
3
fly over
versus
the
3.
town, though.
No, it's okay. It's not your gaseous form 300-foot flying speed,
Yeah.
but she's covering pretty good ground. She's traveling 130 feet every turn.
When she like does that little teleportation thing, we don't know where she goes necessarily, right?
I think as long as we
that-
stay up above her, we'll know where she is.
That is also true. So if she far steps underneath something or
Yeah.
within a building or something like that, you would not be able to follow her.
We could backtrack and
Still
go.
surveilling it, though.
But
we've
yeah.
almost triple her speed. Yeah.
Yeah, you are fine.
We can look in the same area for 3 times.
There's also like 6 of us. 7.
We can split up. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if Zorn
So
counts.
yeah, let me ask you this then. So how would you as a party like to proceed? How do you want to search or follow or do whatever you're going to do?
Are each of us individuals, or do we move as a smoke group?
I believe you can all individually move.
I would assume we just take kind of like a flying pattern and just cover. There's what? I mean, fan out into like two diamonds or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like.
In this form?
Yeah, it doesn't say we can't communicate.
And I think most of the time, no, that's probably meta. I don't know if I know that.
I mean, I would say that Urzak would at least posit as, well, first of all, immediately we're chasing after, so we don't lose sight. But then maybe communicate that, hey, we need to split up. Maybe some people take the air, some people stay close and low to the ground, and kind of
All right.
fan
so
out.
Who's taking to the air?
I'll take to the air.
I'll take to the air too.
And my sword.
We're gonna have Teth try. Oh, here's a question. Teth is gonna try to stay as close and on her tail as possible, because Teth has robot eyes.
We with your robot eyes.
Urzak will also stay ground team.
As much as I want to stay a crab, I would have dropped it before doing this.
No, fuck it. Urzak wants to be a dragon. Urzak's gonna go team air too.
I've got really good or Brackle has really good perception.
All right, so that leaves Eric, Crowbar, and Teth speeding across the ground.
I think Crowbar would actually do the air because he can see for a mile uninterrupted with his eagle spirit. So
That's true.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I'll
Teth,
say
Teth
2
and
brown.
okay.
My perception sucks. So yeah.
so does mine.
All right, so I'm gonna have from the 3 in the air. Need you to make a. Let's see. How do you want your flying formation to look? Where are
Like the
you in
Mighty
relation?
Ducks.
flying V,
Flying
like
V
the
for
Blue
Fern.
Angels.
All right, so if you're doing a flying V, who's at the point? Who's in front?
I'm guessing Crowbar if he has
Yeah.
his eagle
Eagle
spirit.
vision.
Okay. So Crowbar, I'm gonna have you make a perception check, and then the other two. Let's see, what do I want you to? Either an Arcana check or an investigation check. You can. I need one of those 2 checks. You can decide between the 2 of you who rolls what.
Which you need
It
perception
should be
and
the
what?
same for either.
Investigation.
Crowbar, you're rolling perception,
Okay.
and Urzak and Brackle, either investigation or Arcana.
My perception is high.
That's a natural 20, baby.
Hey,
What do you want? I'll take the other, whatever it is.
It's both the same for me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, same. Well, would you want to have a natural 20 in Arcana or Investigation?
I would say I would do investigation.
All right. Arcana. 17.
Arcana,
with-
baby.
with the 17, you know exactly what spell she is casting to get away from you. So
I know which spell
that it's-
she's casting.
You know that it's far step. You know how far she can go, and with that, plus Urzak's investigation, you know exactly how fast she can travel in relation to all of you. With that perception check, Crowbar, you would be able to correctly determine her direction based on where she went. Even though you didn't see her leave, just with the other information bolstering you. So she left immediately west, and she curved around some houses to the north. Ironically, the same direction that you all were going originally to try and find Pasparan. But you follow her until she gets into a structure that you cannot see through, but you have eyes on the outside structure. So we're gonna switch now to our ground team. You now have the right direction. You have a structure that you are looking at. You're pretty sure that she's inside. So for the 2 people that are here, how would you like to proceed? You can run or you can float at 300 feet per second. What would you like to do?
I guess. So wait, so they're all just still like hovering above, like they just located like where she had run off to and where into a structure.
Yeah, the the rolls were super high, so he found her very quickly.
Well,
What
I'm vapor.
what
So-
does the building look like?
It is, you would either guess a very high first floor or a second 2-story building. It has very big, very deep, sweeping archways on the front of the building. It could be a very nice residence. You've seen people live in buildings like this. It could also be like a mid-tier type of cathedral or a temple of some sort. It certainly is not the most ornate building you've ever seen in your life, but you could see for a more modest god, it could be a place of worship. It's kind of an innocuous building in the sense that it is too nice to be a residence, but not nice enough quite to be a building of super high importance. But it seems to be made very well.
First and foremost, it I don't see anything against like restricting what we can do in this form necessarily.
Are we visible or are we not visible?
Definitely visible.
So
Yeah,
we are
you're
like
visible.
we're like lost smoke monster, right?
Yeah, it's like a wispy version of yourself.
Oh, okay.
Would Teth be able to lay on hands himself?
Yeah, I would say that.
We're gonna do that first. I'm gonna use all 60. And then are we able to get into the building? Is like there a door or a window open?
From your vantage point with Crowbar's perception, there is nothing open on the front or set. So you're kind of like coming from the southeast. So from the front or the right side of the building, which you're looking to the left, no open doors or open windows.
Are there windows we can see through?
Yes. How close to the building are you?
I would
Right
assume
upon
you
it.
right up on it.
Is there any ventilation? Can't we just like
I
go
should
into
say
that?
I should say Teth is probably right up on it. Urzok's probably still above.
So the ground units, yeah, you can. There are some windows that you can see. They're not at ground level, but you can levitate. So they're like 15, 20 feet up. Who's looking through the window?
Teth 100% would.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have Teth make an investigation check, which he is not great at. Is a 7. It's pretty dark inside. Not a lot of internal light, magical light. Um, he definitely notices some movement, but it seems to be from something bigger than her original form. So there's definitely something going on in there. He can't quite make out. It's a little bit too dark for him to make out exactly what's happening.
I think Teth is gonna start assuming I'm really confused because it's like what would be the point of it doesn't really say. Oh, the only actions we can take in this form are dash. Okay, so I'm sorry, he couldn't have healed himself. The
Oh
only
yeah, you're right.
the only action we can take in this form are dash or revert to its normal form. So I think Teth is gonna go down to the ground and then start transforming back to normal.
Okay. Flynn will follow suit.
Yeah, Zorn and Eric also are gonna return to normal form.
Yeah. The only benefit of this was to pursue. So now I think we're all gonna try to change back.
Yeah, the pursuit worked. You rolled really really high, so
I think Sky Team Urzok's gonna
Well, let's open a
pass.
window for the Sky Team. See if, I mean, maybe they could stay in their form for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I would say in that gaseous form you would not be able to open a window.
I'm saying ground team returns to normal form, opens window for the Sky Team.
The windows are 15, 20 feet up in the air, like up on the side of the building.
I have a grappler hook arm, so
That's true. All right.
Zorn's a pretty
Uh,
big dude.
Yeah, so you transform back and grapple it. It is locked.
it's locked.
Zorn
Oh.
smashes the window, breaks it.
Can you
Is he
can
tall
you
enough?
describe
Jeez.
how does the Zorn? I don't think so. How
Claw.
big is the Zorn?
I mean, Medium.
How tall is this
elemental.
Zorn?
What does that mean?
Oh, medium. No, if his size is medium, then definitely not.
Now here's the real question: is how tall is Teth?
3 long arms. I don't.
Teth is about. I think he said like 9 feet, 8.5, 9 feet.
So what's your reach? It's like half of your height is your reach added onto your height.
That's true. So that puts him at 13 feet.
And then he's swinging a sensor. Can you just fucking censor? Let's bash the window open.
Yeah. Make an attack roll with
He
Teth
gets,
as at disadvantage.
he gets a good jump in there.
Yeah.
Touch me.
7 plus 8, 15.
Oh, I will allow you to break the window with a 15. Yeah.
Teth,
Did we
Teth,
just all like stand on top of each other?
Teth just also says, one moment, please. Smashes the window.
That's awesome.
Does somebody want to stay on watch on Sky Team? Or do we all want to go in? Or
Yep.
I
Well,
mean,
the teleport, sure. Someone should, I think.
how perceptive is Flynn?
Not super perceptive.
Flint transformed back, right?
I'm pretty good for interrogating people if we have them.
Crowbar, do you want to stay
Did you
on
say
on
insinuating?
outlook in case they try to run?
I can, yeah.
Because I can't see for shit. All right, fuck it. Let's whisper our way inside.
Let's get smoky.
Now the plans go gaseous to get through the window.
What did the ground team do? Are we just kind of waiting?
Can we like flank the entrances of this place? Like secure perimeter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who else. It's Teth, Flynn, Eric, Zorn, and Vern on the ground team.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll stay somewhere in the front. Was there any reaction to that window being broken? Like, do we see any light come on in that room?
No. There isn't much natural light or artificial light that's coming through. There is some moonlight at this point that's coming through from where you're looking into the left. So that would be like the back of the big room. But there's not much else coming through.
What about him asking because it was dark and this window then being smashed? Does the light come on
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
reaction?
Oh no.
We were really stealthy with our window breaking.
I mean, they don't have electricity, so it's not like the window breaks and they're like, "Who's out here?" Like flicking a switch. I know you're out there somewhere.
Those damn kids.
Just like a sensor floodlight just beams down on you guys.
Okay, so
But
yeah.
no artificial or arcane light is procured upon the breaking of the window.
Cool. Yeah, we'll cover the ground team plus who isn't going in. Aren't there only two gases going in, right?
Yeah, I think so. Just me and Urzak and Brackle.
We'll take the four corners of the building on the outside then.
I'm gonna make this a little bit easier so we can actually play tactically.
Pyramid. What?
What is what is this Brack K-Bar Zoc?
It's the air team and the ground team.
Oh, okay.
Vince.
And you have
right.
Teeth, Finn, Rick, and Vince on the bottom.
Who the
Then it
fuck
all
is
gets
Rick?
wiped
So
away.
this is
Eric.
the
Oh,
mm, this is like where the broken window is. Here.
Okay.
don't you love when we make you do things on the fly, Barrows?
I love it. I one of my favorite things ever is to have a map that looks like I made it in MS Paint.
Yeah, this is great. The moonlight's really bright too. Look at this. So
Yeah.
I
really?
was
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that Billy was like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll save the beat for something else. But his response, like verbatim, was like 100,000%. Absolutely do that shit. Like, okay.
It 100% cut out about I would say real time an hour of searching. Like that. There's no way on foot you would have been able to catch her. And what'd you do?
Yeah.
Just have an entire party that can double her movement speed. That's fine. And fly.
Yeah.
Great. We love that.
Yeah, isn't flying speed annoying, Barlos?
It's not annoying when it's like 50 feet of flying speed. It is annoying when you can dash for 300 feet through the air. That is annoying. I got to admire the game though. Like that
Yeah.
was a good call. And I okayed the weapon or the beads, so it's
You never
nobody
thought,
to
you never
blame but
thought
myself.
when you gave that to him, you weren't like, oh, this is gonna happen later.
Right. They're going to use this to pursue an important plot point character. That's that's how they're going to do it. No, I like it. So, oh, maybe I should put your characters out onto the board. There you go. Arrange yourselves how you think you would be, I guess.
can't move ourselves yet.
Well, god damn it. Oh, that's because you're on the map layer.
I'm
Have
on
I
the
used
map.
Roll20
layer.
before?
Where's the map?
It's so upsetting how easy it is to make simple
Oh
mistakes on
gosh, I
Roll20.
hate it.
Like if you pull tokens from the library instead of the
Yes.
Oh yeah.
the pictures, like there's a token and there's a picture
Yeah.
of the token.
Like I've been operating on the token layer the whole game, and then I changed to the map layer for 6 seconds to draw a rectangle, and then
Yep.
I'm all messed up. So
Burn
Flynn is going to be down here. So Urzak, you're actually going in.
Yeah, I think me and Brackler going in was the plan.
Mhm.
I guess Teth will just go whichever side people aren't. I assume he would be by the.
I see what you're saying.
I guess he'll be on the window side since you just broke it open.
I have Zorn down by the door and Eric at the other side of the building.
The Zorn circle.
All right. So I will swap back to the characters outside in a moment.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Final boss room right here.
You can see her down at the very far end of this sanctuary here, and she is facing away from you.
Oh shit. I have to zoom out.
Yeah.
there's more. That's great.
Can we do a hit? Check for other people.
My passive perception is like 19. I don't know if that makes a difference.
My passive
it's
is dog shit.
Brackle with a 19. It's incredibly quiet in here because it's so empty.
Mhm.
It's all stone and marble, stairs and tiles and walls, with kind of it looks like an antechamber that doesn't really protrude very far past this opening. From what you can see, it's just like a secondary altar, maybe some changing rooms for the clergy, things like that. Nothing super important back there. But what you can tell, there's a little tiny, very almost uh, unrecognizable. It's so quiet. Clicking sound.
It's another crab.
I was gonna say.
I know that sound from a mile away.
she saw. Oh, I was doing this. This is this is not a crab. Just subconsciously, that crab went undead, and now it's a giant undead crab. That's the final boss of the central city.
So we're up high, right?
You're up
Or-
high, so you're
okay.
about 20 feet up on this ledge.
Mhm.
Everything is it. This is a bad representation because I couldn't
Mhm.
find a better map, but it is not as bright as it seems in here. You
Okay.
can still see, but really everything is shrouded in darkness. The only thing that
And we see
this
her.
light up here, you can see her.
Okay.
It's just very dim light coming through, so it's
Oh.
not nearly as bright in here as this depicts. And the
Do you
front
want-
door is not open down here, so there's no light
Okay.
coming in from the front.
And
Do you want to roll initiative or anything?
No.
the north side does that lead out into the street, like the opening, the archway, or
Down here leads back out to the street, so this is the front of the building.
the north
This just leads back to like an antechamber, a changing chamber for priests or disciples, things like that.
I think I'll look at Urzak and say, "Don't throw up."
end? He's gonna turn but say, "Oh, wait. think-
I'll just
do you-
put a hand on his shoulder and cast Dimension Door, and I will Dimension Door right up in her business, both of us.
Wait, before I do."
Oh, roll initiative.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Oh, roll initiative so hard.
Hey, it's decent, but I have no decks. I also rolled 19. You
I have
definitely more decks than me.
16. Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Hope you got some more of those dominate person spell slots.
We'll see.
Hmm.
We shall see.
Good at interrogation and incineration. So
Where do you
Brackle
end up?
doesn't send like any telepathic message to the party.
What?
It's
I
just
don't, I don't
Urzak
believe
and
either of them
Brackle
tried to.
Oh no, I
Get-
tried. I just got
Like-
dimension doored before I could do anything.
Brackle's crazy.
They are going first, so they can certainly use their action during initiative to let you guys know.
I mean, if I'm going first, I can. I'm just saying that in a cool way, but I'd let you know, I guess. That was my Han Solo saying, but
No, I like it. I think it's funny.
yeah.
She's still pretty hurt though. Like I can't imagine as she was running away, she was also
So-
actively healing herself, right?
Yeah. I would cast Dimension Door, and I would take Urzak with me and Dimension Door us. Right? Yeah. And then Urzak right there.
That's hilarious.
Oh, hello. Can we have our wand back?
Before you do that, so you say, can we have our wand back? Excuse me, ma'am. Before you get there, you said that you were going to let somebody know that something is happening. How are you doing that?
I wasn't letting anybody know.
Oh,
I just put my hand on Urzak's shoulder and said, "Please don't throw up."
okay.
Urzak, what I was trying to do, I was gonna just lean out the door and probably tell Teth, say like, "Hey, we have eyes on her. We're gonna approach. You should all come in immediately."
All right, we're gonna switch back out.
Oh, hey,
to the.
I also hate to be a shithead.
Mhm.
But you couldn't cast Dimension Door if we were still in gaseous form. So are we taking a minute to turn
Oh.
back before we do this? Is that going to change anything?
Good point.
If you stay, she's pretty heavily concentrating on something down there. So if you wait another
Okay.
minute, that's not gonna.
It's just
change
another
anything.
minute of clicking.
I guess we would. Yeah, I guess we would have warned the other ones then if it wasn't like an immediate thing.
Yeah, and then we probably would have said, "Hey, we're moving in."
And then I would have been like, yeah, I still would have dimension doored.
Barlos, what does the minute of clicking sound like?
Oh, that's not coming through. Sad.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's like a tongue click, like
So
a
it's not like a song.
two hard objects hitting together.
All right. The coconuts?
Yeah, it's like the coconuts to the. Monty
Yeah,
Python.
yeah.
She's just circling.
So how do I want it? In what order do I want?
She
to
just
do
wanted to have the rods so she can do that by herself.
it? Yeah. She's actually just hitting the rod against the floor. Just like,
Kick of the castle. Kick of the castle.
I've always wanted to do this.
Just
Sad,
around in this.
I've got to get
20th
ready for
square.
work.
Okay.
Have
All right,
fun.
man.
Good luck.
Have a good night.
So you
Bye,
did.
guys.
See ya.
All right. So you go down there, you rolled initiative. She was holding an action for anything to happen. And the clicking gets louder and louder and louder until it's it sounds like it was a very small object doing this, and it's growing, and it just like it happens so fast that you have very little time to react, and you hear a giant swooping noise and a big crash as you, facing behind her, see leaping down from the other side over from here. You have walked right into
Whoa.
A trap.
the trap.
Was she casting a spell?
She summoned it.
Okay.
And to answer your question before, Trent, she would have. I couldn't answer it before. Right now, she used all of her time to summon this. She has not healed herself. She still looks pretty rough.
Okay.
We're gonna take this back outside.
So
All right.
that thing came out and the action triggered once we got to her, essentially. Once the minute was done and we teleported there.
Yep. So Urzak and Brackle effectively are not on this map anymore. The last thing that you guys heard before them teleporting down to their demise was that they're going to go check it out. And then you hear a huge crash from within this place, the chapel. So I suppose between Crowbar and Vern, what would you guys like to do?
Well, firstly, while we were waiting out here, is there any chance that I could have a very brief conversation with Teth about holding on to that diamond so I can actually use some of my magic?
Oh yeah, Teth would
that
be
I-
over here.
Yeah. That kind of expect to be my default spell most of the time.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Teth gets into back to form, he's gonna use the lay on hands that I couldn't use before.
Okay. Yep, that's good.
All 60, so he's feeling better.
Nice.
Teth would Teth would look at Vern and what is Vern saying to Teth about this diamond?
I so that last battle back there was pretty tough, but if I can just have a point of focus that happens to be a transparent white crystal, I think I could do a lot more to help this party and keep us all safe. Otherwise, I'm just shooting sparks from my hands.
He's gonna Teth would just tower over you, and there'd be a minute of very uncomfortable silence, and he would say, "No."
No.
And right as he says no, a giant crash from inside the building.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Crowbar, make a perception check based on sound, if that makes any difference to.
Use your eagle ears.
We'll have to see if that gets retconned next week, but I don't think Teth would give up the diamond.
I'm just gonna sit on Teth's shoulders and cast it through him.
I'm close enough, asshole. Reach up his butt.
Yeah.
So let's hope we get to a shopping episode sometime in the next 3 months.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
We'll buy stone. Does anyone else have Didn't somebody get gems at some point?
Yeah, we got.
Probably Brackle.
Any diamonds?
No, we got we split a bunch of stuff up.
I was muted. Did you guys? I got a 17 on my check.
17. Okay, then you would hear that as well, Crowbar. Out from where you are, you would hear a very large crash.
Well, now we would have to get rid of our vapor. So we haven't switched off of vapor form yet, right?
I think Ground Team did a while back.
Yeah.
I assume that you had. If you haven't, we'll just say that you have, because then you're going to spend the next 10 rounds turning back into a human.
Slowly materializing.
I'll be right there, guys. Don't wait up. I'm incapacitated, just laying on the ground.
Okay, after the crash, I say, Vern rushes in. Rushes in quickly through the broken window, but not into the room too deep.
Can Vern fly?
Can Vern fly? Nobody says grappler hook.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah.
Practically flight for 20 feet.
Teth's gonna try and go through the front door.
Okay.
My
as Teth gets to the door is locked.
He's gonna attempt to bash that thing down.
Kick it in.
With Flynn's hopeful help.
Flynn will help.
What do you want?
Well, I guess athletics.
Does Flynn want to roll separately or together?
Flynn will roll. I'm looking at Urzak. I need to be looking at Teth.
Dirty 20 for athletics. I'm sorry. 19.
Flynn will roll separately to see if we can figure that out. And that is better. It's a 23 for Flynn. Yeah. With those rolls, Flynn and Teth are able to force open. It's like a double door. You're able to pry open and force the left side of the door open, and you are able to go in. We'll just say that Eric is going to follow you in through the front as well. Crowbar, what are you doing?
I assume if I heard that big explosion, I would be transforming. Following them in, depending on how fast I do that.
I'll just say that you did that before,
Okay. I will follow them in then.
just because it's gonna be a long minute of Crowbar waiting outside the building while
Right.
everybody else is
Yeah.
fighting. All right,
Oh,
cool.
what happened, guys?
So we now are. So where is everybody? Burn is up here. Teth and Flynn will go in first. Eric would be the next one. Okay, I think this
And
is a good point to stop for the night.
Sure.
Yep.
Vert's got a fucking perfect spot. You get that perfect sorcerer spot.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
I'm-
flappy dragon.
His whole
Hey,
body's
guys!
falling off.
Big flap.
Kind
One
of looks like
last.
a cat, like scratching a scratch post.
One thing that you will notice before we end, Brackle and Urzak, you would notice. Down here, there's this little altar here.
Mhm.
She has two other gemstones that look almost identical to the diamond that Teth is holding inside of his compartment.
There you go, Vern.
Just
Mhm.
gotta get up there. All right.
We got you a focus.
Just gonna
Are they the
step
same
that way up
colors?
there.
They are exactly the same color, the exact same opacity as the diamond that you got from Dez. They are not refined like that diamond. So that one it looks like it has been buffed and shaped into a more desirable kind of like angular rectangle diamond shape.
Mhm.
These look very raw. They do not look like they have been worked at all. And you can also tell that they have several rough edges and then one smooth, rounded edge apiece.
That
So
bitch.
it like they had been part of a spherical diamond at one
Oh.
point.
So so would they fit into the scepter in their current state?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, boys,
Very interesting.
Good stuff.
another
Yeah.
another session of combat next week.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
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 Let's do it.
Let's go to town.
And this is
Awesome.
when oh fuck, Samson and the other team shows up too, right? The Dragon Slayers.
It's possible.
Yep.
They likely will. Yes, depending on how you play the combat.
And how bad we die.
No, well, you'll see. You'll see next week.
Okay.
Next week, 5:30 to 9.
Yeah, I'm good
We'll
with that.
Sounds
officially change that
5:30 to 9.
to give.
All right. See you, fellas.
See ya.
Later, man.
Good night, everybody.
Good
night.
night, everybody.